Yes, still morning. Ugh. I am so exhausted. I went and ran this morning, 9.3 miles, which on its own is tiring, but not normally like this. I ran to the school that's about 2 miles away, but I took a longer route, so it was about 3 miles away. And then I ran sprints there. And I ran half-mile segments where I ran 2 100s, a 200, and a 400, and I did that 3 times. Except I didn't do the no. Actually, I did the 2 100s and the 200 4 times. No, yeah, 4 times. And I did the 400s twice. So I did 2 400s, 4 200s, and 8 100s. So, yeah. So basically I did a mile and a half of sprinting. And then in there I walk 100 meters between each sprint. So I finish and then kind of try to catch my breath while I walk 100, and then I go, and then I go again, and then basically that's my rest. My rest is the time it takes me to walk 100 meters. So I do a little stretching, breathing, slowing down getting my heart rate down, and getting ready for the next sprint, and then I go again. And the sprint actually I felt pretty good when I was done sprinting for the most part, but by the time I got home, I was like, man, that felt like a really long run. I felt really tired. And I got in, I was like, oh yeah, that was at least a mile and a half more than I thought it was. It ended up being 9.3 miles. So yeah, it was quite a bit. So I came home and I started working on this. And then I was like, okay, I'm crashing. I always crash after long runs. So I had to go power nap. I think I'd power nap for, I want to say 15 minutes. I fell asleep pretty quick, but I woke up, 15 minutes later, and I actually put it in for 20, but it was like 3 minutes left when I got up. So then I feel pretty good. My head cleared up, but I can tell I got a little bit of a dragon butt feel going on here. So I'm here again, and I've been messing with this thing. Okay, so what you see before you is me attempting to I took this cylinder object and I dropped it on top of my field. Now, according to AI, I should be able to drop the cylinder, cut it in half, and then chop the cylinder, cut it in half, and then I put this basically, then I'm going to put a shader on there that goes on the cylinder that's supposed to make it look like it's wrapping around the field. So yeah, we're going to see. I'm not completely convinced that this is going to work. Certainly not on the first try. So I got to go create a material now. What I don't like is that I'm doing all these things in like other windows. I'm gonna put this here. I'll drag it to somewhere else later. I have to use these things, and it's like having them in different folders all the time. Create window, create material. Okay, so we're gonna go create material, and then name it half cylinder material. Okay, half cylinder material. All right. Teacher AI, Mr. I. In the materials inspector, set the shader drop down to my thingamabobber. All right, so there's a shader drop down. Oh, there is. Clip plane shader. Okay. Configure the material. Assign your crowd texture to the albedo slot. Okay, so did I put my crowd texture in here? I'm going to use my previous texture simply because I don't have a good texture that I'm happy with. Yeah, I don't really have a better one. So what that means is it's a crowd. I'm thinking I'm going to remove part of it. So let's go edit my crowd. I think actually it might be in here. We're gonna go, let's see, users. Where did I put it? It's in the Git repos maybe. So we'll go to football sim. I think it's, if I have it, it's gonna be in the web public folders. Yeah, it's this one. So we'll open this. Now this one's kind of unusual. I'm gonna have to make sure I don't save on top of this because this is actually my field for my React screens. But I need to remove this whole thing. I'm gonna take all this stuff out. So we're gonna go eraser and increase this up. Zoom in a little bit. And we're just gonna dump all this stuff here in the middle. Oh, it's already big, okay. Maybe. Hello. There it goes. Yeah, that's true. I probably could have just done an object. Let's do that. Remove object or something. Let's see here. Let's see if I can do that. I think there's a thing in here. It's like remove object. Auto selection. Exactly. All right, we'll try that again. Let's try it if I go from here. That's not bad. It's kind of weird. You can't drag these. I can take all this stuff out. I would remove it. I don't like it. All right, I wanted to remove just the field. Exactly. Smart selection brush. Alright, smart selection brush doesn't seem to do squat, so that's not a thing. What are my other options here? Auto selection? I don't know how that's different. It's basically the same as the alright, so let's try. Nope, that didn't work. Maybe that's the one I did already try. Alright, so selection. This one might actually let me draw lines. Or not. Nope. What the heck, man? Freehand? That's not going to be better because I can't draw a straight line. Come on, I want lines. Alright, smart selection brush is not smart. Magic wand, I don't think that's going to do anything. I don't even know what that does. That doesn't do anything either. Can't even click on it. What the heck? What the heck does magic wand do? Okay. Magic wand doesn't do anything. Alright, so what does this thing do? Frame tool? Crop. I'd do crop if I could do what I want with it. Rule of thirds, golden original, diagonal, triangle, grid. Alright, so the only option I think I have is to go like this. It's not ideal, but I don't know how else to get this to work. Except of course, that's not what I want. I wanted it to be the other way. Gosh, dang it. Why is things so difficult? Alright, well, I don't know, man. Why the heck is this so much of a pain? So cropping will only cut the piece you want. So it's not cropping. It's not cropping, it's not remove object. There's no remove object that works. I mean, I can do this, but all that does is let me either do squiggly marks or I have to rely on this. Is there like a way to do edge seeker? Freehand, point to point. How about point to point? There we go. Right. Where's the I'm done part? There's no check mark to show I'm done. Okay, I'm done. I don't want to do anymore. I've gone around in circles. How do I do this? Oh my gosh. Things have to be so difficult. Why does it keep showing me more points? I'm good. That's it. Apparently, I don't know how to do this. Should be simple, right? I just I want to find and select my thing. And it just does not want to let me do it. Pentagon? Octagon? It's not a pentagon or an octagon. It's not a rectangle. Circle, triangle, pentagon. Star, arrow, none of that. This is more of a trapezoid. Ellipse, circular. 5 sides, 6 sides, 8 sides. I don't know how many sides a star has. Too many. Arrow. 1, 2, 3. These are all stupid. Outside, inside. Freehand selection. I don't even know how to make that work. So I tried that. What is smart selection? Want to remove? Yeah. How does this work? Doesn't do anything. I don't know how. Replace, add. Nope. Nope. Doesn't do anything. Okay. Huh. So magic wand and smart selection are stupid. They're not smart, they're stupid. Object remover, let's try that. Probably should have. Let's see if that's going to be a problem, though. Is it smart or is it stupid? Nope, it's stupid. Which means I have to draw. I don't want to draw perfect lines. I just want to draw a square. So I have to put, so for this to work, I have to go, Right, and then what if I did this? Can I? Yep, you can't adjust it. What the heck, man? Nope, it's not gonna work. Object remover, scratch remover, smart clone. All I want to do is remove this thing, but it doesn't let me do it. It's gonna rely. It's like the stupidness is I can create this freehand selection, and then I draw it, but it's like there's no. Can't get out of it. See, it won't let you like be done. Now that I've created it, I'm done. No, now what? Like I'm stuck. What's it want me to do? It won't let me stop. I'm like, I have to go. I don't know how to get this to go away. And I got it again. It won't go away. And then when I right click, it turns it off. There's no checkbox to say you're done. What the frick, man? I can't do it. All right. Drag to draw a line around the area of interest. Release the mouse to automatically connect the line at the starting point. Drag to draw a line around the area of interest. So doesn't do anything though. Drag to draw a line around the area of interest. But see, it doesn't do it. See, I can't get rid of it. All right, we're gonna have to go with this stupid thing. All right, so we're gonna go with let's go with background remover. See if I can Nope. I do not, apparently I just don't know how to use this thing because nothing I'm doing is working. So we're going to go with the old fashioned, let's just erase it. Now, of course, this won't work completely because I don't know how to get close to the edge without some serious editing here. The goal here is to make it a background that really is just the crowd. And then I could put my field in here and I don't have to overlay anything perfectly. I could just put it in. That's the dream anyway. We'll say wish me luck, I don't know. Alright, so that's the angle my field's gonna have to be at because I don't really have another option. I'll put this, where is this at? Nope, don't want it in there. Alright, so we'll go over to my skit repos. No, let's go home. And I will put it in here. Alright, we'll close that up for now. Just to get it out of my face. And then I should have what amounts to a stadium crowd here somewhere. Oops. Okay. That's not what I wanted. Do I have to actually take it into this other folder? Wait, no. Let's get rid of this one. Kind of weird that it's able to see the field on it even after I erased it. It's like, how did it know all that was there? There's like a layer underneath it that still gets saved. All right, so now we try to apply this dumb thing. So we're gonna go back to my cylinder. to create a new material. Set the shader drop down to that. Assign your crowd texture the albedo slot. So do I create a new material using the shader. Right click the project window, create material, blah, blah, and okay, so I don't know where I put it. Shaders, there it is. Okay, so nice. So I created this. Right click in the project window, create material, name it half cylinder material. That's this one, which we're now going to drag over and put in my here so I can move it and see what I'm doing. And then we're going to go here and name it half cylinder material, custom clip plane. Configure the material. Assign your crowd texture to the albedo slot. Okay. Set the clip plane origin to 0, 0, 0. And that one to 1. Apply the material to your cylinder. All right. All right, how do I apply it to my cylinder? Just says, configure the material. Apply the material to your cylinder. Where do I do that at? Mesh renderer? Lighting? Is it this thing down here at the bottom, which doesn't allow me to do anything? Do I apply the material to my cylinder? I like the way it gives you this long list of instructions. It goes, do this, 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 this. Oh, but if you want to try, and then at the very end of all of it, it goes, if you want to try something quicker and easier and not do this, just do this item. And you're like, frickin' A, why'd you put the easy one on the bottom? I don't know if it's easy, if it's better. I do need to understand shaders a bit more. I don't understand fully how they work or what they do, but create the material, configure the material, apply the material to your cylinder, select your cylinder, game object. In the inspector, find the mesh renderer. Okay. Oh, it's right here. You will see element 0 with material slot. Drag your crowd material from the project window to the slot. Okay. What? What? No. Wait, what? Oh, the material. I gotta drag this guy to the slot. No, I didn't do anything but turn it purple. Huh. Okay, I added material, but it just looks purple. Not like my image. Send, yes. So this is what it looks like when you've got a non-artistic person trying to work in an artistic tool like Unity. That's what it looks like. If you got a person with no clue on how to create art, and you're trying to have them use a tool that's meant to create fantastic three-dimensional artistic scenes, this is what it looks like. Select your crowd textures in project window. In the inspector, check these settings. Default 2D. Alright. sRGB should be checked for color textures. Well, there is no sRGB, but okay. Oh, there it is, sRGB. Okay. Alpha is transparency. Yeah. Click apply at the bottom. Select your material in the project window. Check which render pipeline you're using. If built-in, use standard shader. If ERP, use universal standard. Make sure you're not using a shader from a different rendering pipeline. Number 2, I am using the shader you had me create. Make sure tiling X and Y are set to reasonable values, 1, 1. Ensure offset X and Y are 0, 0. Try applying a built-in Unity texture temporarily. How it works issues with your texture file. And it could be. I mean, there's a chance my texture file is weird, right? I mean, because I did cut out a chunk, and it might be having trouble with that. That's not doing anything. That made no difference. Alright, do we have a problem with detected one or more triangles or the distance between two vertices is greater than 500 units. The resulting triangle mesh can impact simulation and quarter stability. Tessellate. Wow. It is recommended to tessellate meshes. What the frick is tessellate? I have a decent vocabulary, but it does not include the word tessellate. The operation software cannot be executed because the selection is a root folder. Huh? Detected one or more triangles where the distance between two vertices is greater than 500 units. Alright, well, let's go back to my thing here. And stop. Error list. Can we do something like build? I'm not getting any errors, so to speak. Nothing obvious. Check shader compilation. Select your shader file in project window. Look at the console window for any compilation errors. If errors exist, they need to be fixed. While there's no console errors, select your material in project window. In the inspector, you should see these custom properties. Probably not going to be able to do anything while it's compiling. Make sure your crowd texture is assigned to the main texture. Alright, so we're going to go select your material in the project window. That is my material. Main texture. So you should see the custom properties. Main texture. Smoothness. Metallic. Clip plane origin and normal. Make sure your crowd texture is assigned to the main texture slot. What do you mean the main texture slot? Oh, there's only one slot. Create a new shader. Name it Simple Clip Shader. Replace its code with this simplified version. Create a new material with this simpler shader. Create a material. Name it Simple Crowd Material. Set its shader. Add your crowd texture. Adjust clip X value to cut the cylinder where you want. Thing. Which is the clip X value. I don't know why this would change anything, but I am all up for trying. Shader error. Now we got a shader error. parse. Simple clipping scripture cylinder. Oh my gosh. Change this value to move the clipping plane. Don't think this is working, folks. I don't think AI knows what it's talking about. I can't even get it to clip. This approach physically modifies the mesh at runtime to remove one half, which should work regardless of shader issues. If the texture isn't displaying correctly, make sure the texture is compatible. What? Force the UVs to be simple. Try creating a new material that uses the built-in standard shader. Let's see what that does. Let's go back to my project. Go to icon. Where's it got? Others. And oh, it's my shader. This one. Oh, but the material is using. Wait, what is it? Select your crowd texture. Try creating a new material that uses the built-in center. Okay, so it is this material. Alright, that doesn't work. Okay, so we're gonna go with the standard shader. Let's see. Standard. Not having any trouble. It's just I don't know if it likes my. You know, it's a terrible view. I want to see if it matters what I apply here. Seems like nothing I do applies anything here. Even using a standard shader. It's like this thing does not want to take my I'm just trying a different image. I don't even know what this is. Oh, that looks weird. Pretty sure that wasn't what I was aiming for. But it does something versus what I was using. I mean, it kind of, sort of, in a way, did something of a thing. Not exactly sure what it did. It wasn't, it's not like it's my image is there or anything, but why is it like a weird, is that my scene all purple? Yeah, that's not what I want. And this one compiles. Oh, maybe not. Doesn't show any errors. It's not complaining anymore. I mean, it really doesn't matter what I put in here, that's the problem. I can throw whatever image I want, it's not doing anything. Huh. I liked the idea of what I'm trying to accomplish, but I'm starting to think it takes something I don't have a clue how to do. And I don't think AI knows how to do this either. AI is just guessing, it seems like. I'm going through, create a standard material, standard shader, apply your crowd texture. So if I go here, go create material, standard shader, apply your crowd texture, add a simple clipping script to your cylinder. Add a simple clipping script to your cylinder. Add a simple clipping script? Add this script to your cylinder and adjust the clip position X value as needed. Right? So does that mean I do not need to keep the collider? Box collider. Okay, so I can get rid of the box collider. A shader approach clips pixels based on their position directly in the shader code. And the mesh clipping script actually modifies the mesh geometry. Both approaches handle the visual clipping without any physics components like colliders. I don't need it for anything. Hello. Yes. Regarding? All these people just try to call you randomly. Do you want to sell your house? Are really people out there just really selling their house? Just how many of these people actually get people to buy it? What do they do? Just go up and down, just go down a list of 100 people and go, okay, let's sell this house. Let's sell this house. Let's sell this house. Let's buy this house. Are they just cold calling everybody, trying to see if they'll sell their house? I don't know. Hoping that they'll find somebody who will do it for like pennies on the dollar. Somebody desperate enough to get out of their house. They're hoping to find that guy who just murdered a bunch of people and says, I gotta get out of town, man. I'm gonna sell my house for nothing and get out of here before I get caught. I don't know. It's just like, what exactly is it that needs to be occurring for someone to be willing to sell their house for like next to nothing? All right, so now this, so I gotta add this to my, I mean, my cylinder still doesn't show. I mean, add a clipping script to your cylinder. Okay. Pro Builder shape script. Do I just like add? New script. Call it clipping script. I don't know. And then we'll say, is that my new one? No. Where's my new one? Oh, I have to go in and create it. So reloading domain. This is see these little black dots? I don't know if you can see them. Can you see them? There's a little black dot here and a black dot. That's the corner of my football field. The theory is that if I can cut this cylinder in half across, my crowd will show across. That's what, at least what that's what the AI tells me will happen. And since it'll be curved, it'll actually wrap around my field, which is great. At this point, I'm doubting it's going to do that. But I'm willing to, that's what I'm trying to see if I can at least get it to show, and I can see what nonsense it actually is coughing up. But it's not coughing up anything at the moment. All right, so what did it call it? Half object clipper. Oh, okay. Well, it's called the half object clipper. Not the clipping script, but I guess it doesn't matter. I could make it the clipping script. I don't know how good AI is at writing this, but it's better than me because I have no idea what it's doing. This is like, okay, I mean, this is true. This here is just basically a vibe coded script because I have no understanding of this. I'm trying to gronk it, but there's so many things with all the the geometrical terminology. I mean, I know what triangles are, and I know what vertices are, but it's like I don't have any idea what a mesh is, or a shared mesh, or a mesh filter. UVs, I don't know what the heck UVs are. These are all like, I would have to go to school for 6 years to get all this stuff down and understand it all. I mean, coding it and going in and out and doing this many times, I'll start to grok it more and more. A lot like Go and React, two things I'm starting to get a pretty good feeling for. But we're not just talking about, you know, it's not just programming C# here. It's not just learning C#. This is all in C#, but the object models, I don't understand the object models. So that is in itself a whole nother problem, right? I mean, you can only, there's only so much one can. I've tried to write a pretty complicated game with pretty minimal knowledge of the tools I'm using and how to use them. So yeah, it's true. I could probably use several years of education in these code, but I'm not gonna do it because I ain't got time for that nonsense. So yeah. So clip position X is now a thing. Now, is it showing me an error? No. So I can change clip position X, although I have no idea what that's supposed to represent. Let's just go 100. Didn't do anything. So clip position X. Since I'm using the cylinder, still need the shader. I don't know. Oh, there's a material. There's a mesh collider. Oh, I don't need this mesh collider. Wait. I did a box collider. Oh. Since you're using a mesh clipping script approach, you don't need the custom shader anymore. Let me clarify the complete setup. Remove any custom shaders. Okay. Remove any custom shaders. Remove any box colliders. Set the clip X position value. If the cylinder is centered at the origin, start with clip X equals 0. This will keep everything on the positive X side and remove the negative X side. Oh, okay. So I go to the cylinder. I'll set this back to 0. Okay. So it's back to standard. So yeah, I could just drop this right there on the screen and it'll be there. Just drop it there. It's ugly as snot, but whatever. What's the worst it can do? Not show up like this is doing. Finding the right clip position, X value. Modifying the script X-axis clipping. I'm not getting anything. My half cylinder material is still not showing anything. Well, my half cylinder material is still not showing anything. Just looks purple. Just looks like purple. Even when I use a default texture. Brush metal. So I would have thought that if this is truly cutting my cylinder, I'd see it split somehow. It's like, okay, let's just start over. It's not working. Select the cylinder hierarchy. Press delete. Find the problematic material in your project window. Delete it as well. Create a new cylinder using basic Unity components. Name it Stadium Backdrop. Set the cylinder's transforms. Create a completely new material. I mean, I would expect the material should, in some way, I mean, create a completely new material. This is a new material right there. I just didn't do anything with that. Name it in the inspector. Ensure shader is set to standard. Yes. For rendering mode, select opaque. Yes. Apply a guaranteed to work texture, like default checker. Okay. What is a default checker? Default checker. Okay. It's still purple. Oh, that one's not even assigned. I gotta go over here and assign it. Nope. Can I remove this? Remove. I mean, I don't think this matters, honestly. It's a standard default checker. It's just not displaying anything. It's not that don't like me. So something about, the thing is, my football, when I created it and put it on the field, it was purple too, and then all of a sudden I did something and it just started working. It just did. It just started looking like a football. I don't know. I didn't do anything. I didn't add it to nothing. Just boom. Whoa. 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 That is freaky, man. But I got me like purple corner. I really want to see this cut in half. I just don't understand how I'm supposed to make it happen. I've got my stadium around it. And I'm trying to add, well, basically what I'm trying to do is make it look like I've added my image to this back wall. That's how it's supposed to look. But I haven't, whatever it's doing to clip my stream, it's, or clip my cylinder, it's not. So let's hide this thing. And we'll try another one. I don't want to kill it because who knows. But we'll try, what did it say to do? Starting over, select the cylinder in the hierarchy, press delete, find the problematic material in your project window. So, create a new cylinder. My problem is this thing should not be such a problem. I mean, it should just right here show that it's a thing. Should the shape of my cylinder be? I mean, no matter what I do, it's like this cylinder, this material does not want to, because like normally when you show a material, this is what it looks like. So if I go to material and it's got something attached to it, and I go to wherever my materials are, so you got these materials. See, they have, when you attach, it's like this one has my football field attached to it, right? And that's kind of what it is. Now, I don't know why these ones are weird, but that's my football field material. This is the grass, really, is all it is. That's the grass that I created. It's that's the football field. These are the football field lines. I don't know what that's supposed to be. I don't think that's doing anything. I probably should just get rid of that one, but I'm pretty sure that field lines is not in use. But if it's working, this is what it should look like. And this, if it's not doing that, I'm guessing my problem has something. Now, the only difference I see is that it says unit transparent. Maybe it's having trouble with this type. What is the difference between these other materials? What is this? Material. It says unlit transparent. Unlit transparent? I'm having trouble with that. Unlit transparent. Oh, look at that. I made it pop up. Still doesn't fix anything, but oh, that's not even the same one. go with this one. I'm gonna try this. Unlit, transparent. That's weird. I mean, it's there. Totally not what it's supposed to be doing. Let's try some of these other ones. UI. Default. Oh, it's got a thing in it. Interesting. You can see it's got something. See how my image is showing up on the bottom? Huh. I mean, that's like that implies to me that I've got something. Nope. It's something to do with the way this is spread out. No. I'm just trying different things because standard doesn't seem to be working. Doesn't do anything. Not even a glimpse of maybe kind of sort of working. Transparent? Nope. Cut out? Nope. Fade? Nope. Yeah, that does not work. Text sprites? Sure. Mask? That doesn't look right. So, custom? Test shader. That doesn't do anything either. It's like I'm seeing some things. So weird. I mean, it could be the type of image that maybe it's just conflicting. It's weird. See, I've got an image here, but you can see it's not filling up the entire grid. It's like it's only filling up a microscopic bottom half of the grid. So now we're back to that, which doesn't show anything. That doesn't show any image at all. Huh. Auto to standard. So standard just turns purple. Doesn't know what to do with it. But nothing. What if I open this up? Oh, you can't even. Oh, there it goes. Let's make that transparent. Nope. It's worth a shot. Everything's worth a shot at this point. I'm just trying to figure out what the heck this is doing. And I'm not having much luck here. Metallic alpha. How about albedo alpha? Nope. Normal map? Height? Occlusion? Detail? Nope. None of these things can even be checked. Emission, detail albedo, normal map. All right, we'll try the something about this. Man, I am. All right, let's try doing it the other way. We'll try deleting it, seeing what it says. Delete your components. Game object, 3D object, cylinder. So we're going to go game object, 3D object, cylinder, which I think is the same cylinder. I mean, really. Position X 0, 10, 0. What did it say call it? I gave it a name. Stadium backdrop. Sure, why not? Stadium backdrop. And position. Zero, 10, 0. Rotation 90, 0, 0. Create a completely new material. Honestly, I don't even see it. I don't even know where it is. I think whatever that is. All right, so we're going to go in here and we'll add, let's just add this material to it because I don't. So I have a material, right click in project window, create material, name it crowd material. In the inspector, ensure shader is set to standard. For rendering mode, select opaque. How do I say standard? In the inspector, ensure shader is set to standard. Just clicking standard turns this purple. Select opaque. In your material, click the circle selector next to albedo. Choose one you use built-in textures. This ensures material system is working correctly. Drag the material from project window onto your cylinder in scene view. I do not see this image. I mean, my cylinder is totally unviewable. I don't see it anywhere. Hey Nintendo, how goes it? What's the latest, man? Anything exciting? I don't know how to get the stupid thing to work. Holy moly. Why do things have to be so difficult, man? Don't understand. It doesn't make any freaking sense for this to behave like it is. Let's I don't know what to do. Let's see, 0. Nope. Nope, that's got to be something. That's going to have to be at least a 30. The thing is, it's putting it underneath too. I don't want it underneath. So position 30. Okay, that puts it up on top. Which means I probably don't need it to be 30. But okie dokie. Position X is 0. I don't know what I don't know what Z. What's Z gonna be? Oh, that's just moving it. So I need to figure out where's the size. Oh, size right here. Capsule collider. The capsule collider. Not physics material. Direction y-axis. I don't even know what the capsule collider is, but okay. Cylinder, yeah. What about, I don't know, 1,000? That's going the wrong way. Probably don't need to be 1,000. How about if I set this guy at 1,000? He's bigger-ish. That would make this guy have to be about why does that never look right when you rotate that way? Oh, okay, there we are. So if I want that, the bottom of my scene is just green, and I think that's what throws me off. Okay, I don't know why it's such a weird thing. 300, how about 600? Maybe? Let's go 800. Obviously 1,000 is not going to work. Let's go with 1,500. Okay, and let's say an extra 200. 700. Nope, it's got to go 800 or 750 at least. Maybe this can be less, like 1,400. All right, we'll go 1,400, and then we'll try 800 here. 30. All right. So now we'll go back to this view. Now I think my Y still needs to be a little taller. So if I go 30. I don't know, how tall should that be? 40? 50? It's 30. 50 is 25. Let's go 70. And we'll go 35. Nope, we're still under. How do we get under at 70? Is it 70? Okay. All right, so we got our cylinder sitting on top now. Still not quite what I want. Let's go to 850 here. Nope, 900. Let's take this out to 1450. There we go. We'll try that. Okay, so now we've got it mostly covering our field. I still have no idea how I'm going to cut this in half. It says I cut it in half down here, but we'll worry about that. Create a completely new material. I have not been able to get a material to display itself on this thing at all. Create a new material. Name it crowd material. Well, I have a new material here, and I can name it whatever. Crowd material. Okay. Problem is, none of these materials, like even if I go to my football, all right, so it's got a material on it, and it's got, what's the material it's showing? It's got my football material. Where is that at? Common? No. I don't remember where I put it. Sprites? No. Is it in the materials? No. Good grief. All right, so there's my football. And this, oh, that's a prefab. Oh, there's the football material. Oh, that's a football field material. That's the football texture 2D. That's the football material. Universal render pipeline. That one uses a universal render pipeline. But I have no idea how it's attaching. Oh, so we got the surface inputs. Base map. Because the problem is, this inspector, sure shader is set to standard. For rendering mode, select opaque. None of this works. None of it. It doesn't even come close to working. But this does a lot of parts. It's got the occlusion map. It's got all these different parts. So without those things, I don't know what happens to my football. So I'm a little concerned about using the same process. The process, man. I gotta have the same process. So I got my field, which you can kind of see underneath there. But this one's using the field line plane. It's using its own field lines material. But I created this, and this is an unlit transparent, which is kind of reasonable because I do have transparent. But what I can't figure out is how to make my it says take it and drag it onto here. Does that work? Does that do anything at all? Except turn it purple. Crowd material. Yeah, see, crowd material just turns it purple. And nothing I do seems to... Well, it's kind of sort of doing stuff. Let's go back over here now and see if I can change this. Oh, I'll check that out. It's kind of sort of in a way doing something, except it actually looks close. Close-ish. But it's like I am so confused as to what it's exactly trying to do here. It's kind of going around it, but it's not doing it. It's supposed to be inverted. And I'm using the unlit transparent because whatever the standard does, it doesn't do anything. So weird. I don't know what that's supposed to do, but simple half cylinder. All right, well, let's take this. I don't know. So wait, this isn't a conditional second. Complete restore. Okay, so we got right click in the project window, project, name, crowd material, new, and this is rendering. Apply a guaranteed work texture. Apply the new material to your cylinder. Create a completely new script to cut the cylinder. And add this script to your cylinder. With the cylinder selected, click Add Component. New script. Simple half cylinder. Copy paste the code above. And it's funny, it doesn't actually take you to such a thing. But if I go back here, and then go here, say edit script, and we will just copy this completely. Oh boy, I tell you, man, nothing goes easy. Heaven forbid should we actually get to do this easy. All I want to do is put a background on my field. That's all, man. Something simple, something basic. Just a little bit of crowd surrounding it. It needs to be more crowded. Yep, I know, I'm funny, can't help it. Huh, none of these do anything. Don't know what they're supposed to do. The reference script on the behavior is missing. What? on this behavior. Simple half cylinder. Simple half cylinder. The referenced script on this behavior is missing. What behavior are we referring to? Missing monoscript. The associated script cannot be loaded. Please fix compile errors. Got compile errors? Don't see any compile errors. A little thingy going here. Nope, still got 3 errors. What script is referred to? The associated script cannot be loaded. Please fix compile errors. I don't have any compile errors. What are you talking about? Doesn't take you anywhere. Well, I got kind of sort of something, but overall it's not what I was going for. I mean, kinda is. I mean, if you look at it from the bottom, which is not what I wanted to do, it's upside down here. If I drop it down low enough, I wonder, it is floating. Let's drop this guy down to where it's at least on the same level. It is clipped. It's just clipped it tall. Let's go to, let's see here. Let's try something else. Y-axis. Let's clip it on the Z-axis? X-axis. Z-axis. Did that do anything? No, I didn't do anything. Whatever it's doing, that's, I'm not sure, that might be worse. It's still like floating. It's like a weird, bizarre spaceship going all over my screen. See, it kind of, sort of, if you squint your eyes and look close, squint your eyes and kind of tilt your head a little bit and then imagine it, it kind of, sort of looks like it's working. It's like it's on the right track. That's what that's what it looks like. I do not know what this is. What the heck is that? Oh, that's my viewport. I think my viewport is supposed to be... Actually, that's pretty cool, but I think my viewport is supposed to be... I'm not sure the viewport is supposed to be in the on-field scene. It's supposed to be like down here somewhere. which is fine, but that's not really what I was aiming for. All right, maybe I should change gears a little bit here. I'm thinking I need to change gears. Try something different for a bit. Let's see if I can get my viewport to display on my simulator. That would be a good thing to happen. I mean, no, I don't have to have a backdrop yet. I don't know yet how to get this working. It looks like it's trying to kind of sort of do what it's supposed to do, but I haven't figured out how to cut this correctly. And apparently AI doesn't have a clue. And even when I implement, oh, am I doing this all wrong? What is it? Negative X, positive X, negative Z. I just kind of laugh because I have no idea what those are doing. They don't appear to be doing anything is what's going on. Oh, you know what? Oh, shoot. Well, that's a problem. I've been doing this whole thing. I've been doing this whole thing in run mode. When you do things in run mode, things never quite look like you're expecting them to. Things kind of go downhill fast. I don't know what the heck is all this materials. Ugh. So yeah, I didn't like any of that. All right, so let's delete this. Yeah, I don't have any idea what I'm doing. I want to try one more time. I'm kind of stubborn that way. What was my... What's it called? Simple half cylinder? Thing is, I don't see it doing anything. In the inspector, find the clip side drop down, set it to match your needs. For sideline camera and negative Z, use positive Z. Sideline camera and positive Z, use negative Z. Okay, well, it's one of the Z's, it thinks. But I don't see enter play mode to see it work. I'm not putting any texture on it yet. I did kind of, sort of, in a way, make it do something. It did cut the screen. It did cut it, kind of like I wanted it to, but it's not. I'm not convinced that that's going to do anything because my image is still squonky, very squonky. And like I said, my materials never lay out correctly. So I put it on there. Why does that do that? There is the create 3D object quads. If you're still having issues with the cylinder approach, don't bother me anymore. Switch to, try something else. Start with a simple Unity texture. The cylinder is interesting, and I wish it would cut correctly. So if I don't add a material and load into play mode, the cylinder appears to cut correctly. However, when I add the material, it looks like it is on the top surface of the cylinder. Not on the backdrop. And there is and it is as though the cut off portion of the cylinder is now showing its outer wall, but not the interior wall. So it appears to be wrapping all the way around, but the image is flat and not, and does not look like it is set on the back of the cylinder. Ugh, do I know how to type or what, man? That is, man, if I was an English, if there was an English teacher looking at this, they'd be like, what did you just type? No, don't think that's it. Okay, so this isn't what I was thinking it was going to do. The cylinder approach does not appear to wrap. I may have misunderstood the objective with the cylinder. Kind of thought we were creating an inverted curve so that the background would wrap around the field. And so the image was on the inside of the cylinder. Thus requiring the cut in half. I kind of thought we were creating an inverted curve so that the background would wrap around the field as though the image was on the inside of the cylinder, thus requiring cut in half. And for a proper stadium backdrop, we want the crowd image to appear on the inside of the cylinder, creating a concave curved backdrop that wraps around the field rather than a convex one. For inverted facing stadium, here's how to set this up properly. Oh no, let's start over. Flip the normals to make the inside face render. Add a new script. Oh, invert normals. Okay. Position and scale the cylinders around your field. I did. Diameter, length, height, blah, 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 blah. Flip the normals to make the inside face render. Add this code to your inverted normal script. Oh my gosh. Create your cylinder cutting script. Okay. I'm going to try something else and see what happens. All right, so add a new script to the cylinder. Okay, so we're going to go back to my cylinder. And we're going to say add component. And then we're going to say new script. Going to call it invert normals. I remember there was actually a checkbox on something. It's kind of weird how that works. That doesn't actually take me to the image, the thing. But if I go here, and because this isn't where you expect it to be, it's gonna be. It's like it doesn't just go. I don't know where this script is, in other words. Let's just say I don't know what the heck this, but this will take me to it. Where is this invert normals? Oh, it's over here. All right, so if I go here and I go ABS, add a new script named cylinder cutter. Why do they have to be different all the time? I'm gonna copy this again. Standard doesn't work. Standard shader doesn't work. Apply the material to your cylinder. Now the approach works. How the approach works? Well, let's just see if it works. Let's see if it works. Then I'll worry about how it works. I'm leaning towards I'm not confident. I'm not even sure that this changed anything. But we will find out. Honestly, let's just not use that yet. Let's go try this other thing first. And then let's save my project. In case something blows up, the whole world comes crashing to an end. Hold on, I gotta check something quick. Big whoop. So A-List upgraded themselves. You can now watch 4 movies a week. It's like, pff, I can't even get in there once a week. As long as they haven't upped my price. They're trying to get more people to do it. They know people don't, they probably realize nobody's coming 3 times a week. Well, hey, we'll make it 4 to try to lure those people who don't go see movies very often. I mean, I guess if you just live at the movie theater. Trying to get my wife to go see Thunderbolts. She's she said she was kind of interested. So I was like, "Oh, okay. I can get her to go see it." That's sounds good to me, but we'll see. All right, we're gonna try this again. I already know that doesn't work because that's crap. This one kind of sort of does something, so we'll use this one. The only one I can get to work is this unlit transparent, and I have... It's funny how this doesn't actually do cylinder. I mean, that's cylindrical-ish. I don't think that matters, though. I don't think that has any bearing on squat. See how it's like... It wraps weird? And it's kind of... What's interesting about it is it... let's just see what this does when I load it. See how it looks kind of right? Kind of right. Oh, wait. No, or... Wait, I can't tell. Is that inverted? Is that an inverted half circle? How come it's so annoying? How come I can't get this to move up the screen? I just want to drag the center point up so I'm not looking at it at the bottom so I can zoom in better. I don't know what that does. What does that do? Some of these don't even tell you what they do. Just clicking buttons. Oh, it turns. Oh. Oh, weird. Okay. Ah. Yeah. I don't know what any of these do. I don't know what they're doing. They're showing me stuff, but... Just wish there was a way to like drag my screen. I just want to lift the world up so it's in the center of my screen. So this is in the center. I can't get it to be in the center. I can't even get, why is this on the screen? I don't even have, that's like not, it's not even the active scene. Oh. There are some weirdnesses about Unity, I'm telling you, man. I don't know if Unreal's better, but I'm telling you, this is not a happy camper scenario here. All right, so let's see what happens when I drag this on here. See, I can't zoom in. I don't know what, it looks kind of, sort of, in a way, kind of, sort of thingamabobbing it. But I can't zoom. I don't know. See, if I zoom here, I can't see anything. And then if I do this, all that does is lift the world. I don't want to lift the world. I want to zoom in on this. Yeah. Is there a way to raise the viewport? The item I am trying to look at is small, but when I zoom, it goes off the screen. When I zoom, it goes off the screen. And when I try to drag it up, it tilts upward. There's got to be a way to just move the world up. I want the horizon in the top. Why do we have to be so complicated? Adjusting your scene view navigation. Reset the scene view pivot. Press F while your object is selected. Okay. So we'll go to the plane and we'll say F. Oh, okay, that's better. Well, that got me kind of sort of close to what I wanted. All right, so now wonder if I can, it's like my field needs to be higher or this needs to be lower. Something has to cut this bottom half of the thing off. What I could do is take my cylinder and drag it above the plane. Nope, that didn't work. What if I drop my position down to like 65? There we go. So that puts it behind, which is good. Now, what if I... That's not on the wall. Oh, that's on the wall. Heck, kind of, sort of. Curious, what happens if I try to fiddle with the rotation some? Nope, wrong way. what if I... It kind of sort of does what I want. I wonder if I'm just too far off the screen. So what if I position you I feel like the cylinder needs to move towards me some. Like -100. No, not it. And Z. Nope. How about the other way? Maybe. That's kind of close. And then I need to squish it. Can I squish it? So that would make my scale here. Let's go. Sort of, kind of close, but you know what? I wonder if my problem is that my stadium is not in line. It doesn't really position it better. I mean, it's kind of, sort of close. Like, what the heck is kind of, sort of close? All right. I think we're kind of in the right area, but it's kind of tough to fix because I can't see it without the image in this view, in the loaded view, because I can't move it. I know I'm not being a good streamer right now. Give me a second. I will. I promise I won't be here. I won't be doing it as long. We're planning our movie night, so hold on. It'd be just a quick second. Already kind of got what I'm thinking we're doing here. Hmm. So I kind of in a way, sort of in a way got this. Let's try to see what happens if I raise this taller. Let's go to like 100, and we'll change this to 100 as well. Actually, we're going to go to 105 because I want it to go down. Apparently, it needs to be underneath in order for things to behave correctly. And then I will put this on here. Now, let's go ahead and save. So I got some stuff on here. It's not clean, which isn't particularly good, but well, let's go see what happens when I run this now. All right, so it seems the things I need to fix. let's try something else. Okay, I will be back on track here for the next hour and a half. Just getting things set. Ooh, I've earned a 30-day free trial of Everand. I have no idea what that is. I don't know what Everand is. A 30-day free trial. It's like it's a gift, right? I mean, it's like they're giving those things away like candy. I mean, why wouldn't they want to give you free trials? Because the whole point of free trials is to get you to come and try out their thing, right? Okay, I'm back. So as you can see, I'm still trying to figure out the exact positioning of this piece of crap. I don't understand why I've got this little piece underneath, but I think by letting it go under the screen, we're better. Also, I'm trying to see if I can... I was thinking if I can get the image to be taller, like stretching the image taller, but I don't think that's working. I think it's just oh, that did stretch it some. Let's go all in. Let's bring that up to 300. It's a little more stretched, but all right. So now we just need to. So I need to set that to 300, and I don't know if I really want to set it down, but what I want to rotate it back. Let's rotate it back to, let's say, 50. Nope, wrong thing. Wrong one. See? Nope, wrong one. It's the X rotation I want. We'll say 50. Nope, wrong way. A negative 50. Woo, woo. What the McNoodles is that? What the... that was weird. That did not sit the way I expected it to. So when I stretched it, it's kind of like this is the image I have. So if I want it to work, I need my field. So I'm trying to see if I can rotate the cylinder to sit in a way. So if I go negative 40, see, it just squishes everything. Yeah, it pulls it down, but it's like not what I was looking for. I just want the whole thing to rotate, but instead it just smashed the back of my stadium. Why did it do that? Let's see if I go like that and see if that changes anything. Nope, it still smashes it. Why does it do that? Is that because it's... if I bring this to 300, that brings the whole thing way up. So even if I, yeah, that's not going to work. All right, I may have gotten optimistic with my stadium. I kind of want my field to rotate up, but not my stadium. How do I do that? How about not going higher? How about... I don't know what this little front piece is. I don't know what's going on there. That's not quite what I was aiming for there. And I guess what I could do is just take a really long strip and just put that in there and see if it would just wrap. You know, rather than trying to make a piece that instead of trying to make a wrapping piece, I should just make a long strip and let that wrap around so it just looks like it's wrapping around. I don't think it's ideal. This one actually tries to be the wrap piece, but I don't know if what I'm trying to do is gonna work. Because I can drag this forward, but it seems like no matter what I do, if I go negative on my rotation, my field gets squished. What if I said, what is this? I don't know. Height? What is a height? Whoa. Interesting. Huh. Kind of interesting, but I don't think that has any effect on what I'm trying to accomplish. I don't even know what that is. So x-axis, yeah, I don't know. Whoa. Why is this rotating weird like that? Why does it rotate? There you go. It'd be nice if I could just grab the walls and make them shape themselves. That would be great. That would make this so much easier. I just grab the wall and move it. See, can I do that? Yeah, you can't bend the image. It's not going to let me bend the image. And this sits like that, but obviously it doesn't sit like that because when I go look at it on the other side, it's not that. But it's like floating somehow. I wonder if I can. So if I go down and rotate around here, see, it's like it's floating, which is kind of. So if I, what if I send this back down to 50? Nope, it just squats my. What if I set this at 50? I just can't get this to work. I mean, it looks worse in play load mode than it does in, or it looks worse in dev mode than it does in build mode. But see, in build mode, it's kind of, sort of, in a way, close. But it looks terrible otherwise. But I'm pretty sure that any attempts to drag this back negative will squish my. Kinda. My stadium looks a little wonky, but it does kinda, sort of, in a way, work. It's really a pain in the rear to do this. I think what the trick is, it might be that I need to actually create a straight image and let it wrap a straight image around. That might be what I need to do instead of trying to make it take. Would it work better if my image for the crowd was just a straight line of crowd that cylinder would wrap? I am using an image that cuts a field out of the middle and has two ends. So I have to center it right over here. And even then, it is a bit distorted. I think that might be the trick. I may need to create an image where it's not a full stadium crowd. It's just a long strip of crowd, and then I stick it in the image so that it can wrap it around. Okay, so how do I get a straight line of crowd? That is the question. What is the magic bullet for a straight line of crowd? You know, actually, I have these images I've been getting from AI, and I'm curious now that we're looking at it this way. Do any of my images have? Because I really like these images, but they don't have really a whole lot of crowd. But images like this one. Let's see. Open with. So this image is cool. I mean, it's a good fantasy style thing, but I'm trying to figure out how I can utilize this. I wonder if what happens if I try a perspective fix, perspective correction. I'm going to try something. I don't know what this will look like if I try a perspective correction, but we're about to find out. All right, let's see what that does. What did it do? Did it do anything? I don't think that did anything. Let's try it again. Oh, what did I just do? Whoa, 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 whoa. Yeah, that doesn't work. All right, let's try something else. All right, let's try a cut. Let's try and see if I can take a chunk of this, take the original, and then we're gonna do a crop tool. And we're gonna take this up here. AI could not give me the right perspective. I kept trying. I kept saying, don't give me just a sideline view. And it just did not want to do it. It's like, nope, I'm not giving you just a sideline view. You want something, you're going to get a diagonal. But I don't want to. I want this to be nice. I really do like this image. I mean, this is like the perfect type of stadium. This is the stadium that fits my game to a T, but I can't figure out how to get it to work per my dreams. It did change the perspective, but all my fans are wonky now. and my top of my stadium got cut off. All the cool parts of my stadium got broken. And I can't even do another image generation. I really got to get some. I got to get some shots at. I don't want to. I need $20, man. I got no money. No money, honey. God. I want to. I want to pay the $20 to Sora, because Sora is ChatGPT, and it's just so much better than all the other guys. But I don't know. Man, if I could just get, oh, goggly moggly. All right, let's try another thing. I tried to look to see if there were any cool stadiums that would work. There aren't. Doesn't exist. Man. I need some better. I want to get an image like this. There's got to be a way to get this guy to prompt out. Which one am I using in my account? Do I have any more images left? 545. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I had 6 images yesterday at 6:35, and I did most of them starting at 5:45, which means I can't do any more images until... I think 24 hours is dumb. Why not once a day? So you just burn out your day. You get one every day. You get a shot. Every day you get a shot, and you should just be allowed. I'm gonna go see if I can do this. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to. Just during the day. That's all it should be. Oh, whatever. 30,000 people, and it was like, claim reward. Oh, sorry, you missed it. What the frick, man? You gotta literally have that thing open. And the thing is, I thought I said it for a minute before, so I should have had a minute, but apparently I didn't, or apparently it changed. Wow. Anyway, all right, let's see. Can I do another image? Probably not. Does it have a clock that tells me when I'm allowed to do this again? Oh, maximum. Wait, now it's down to 3? Wait a minute. Wasn't it 6 for Sora? It was 6. Now it's 3? Do they not know what they want to do? Because I had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes, okay. I had 6 yesterday. Well, Cleveland may have got a good deal out of Sanders if he proves to be a... I mean, for what they got for him, was a 5th round pick. Problem is he's kind of full of himself, and I think that's what screwed him up. So he's gonna have to maybe getting drafted late put him in his place, but we'll see. And then he can go out there and play like he's supposed to. You know, a little humble pie. The league's like, yeah, dude, you're not all that. Come in, earn your keep. Maybe then we'll be impressed. Which is 3 images or 6 per day? Dude, look at that one. It used to be 2 images every 24 hours. And that's full of crap. ChatGPT image generation is now free for everyone. No. That was, I don't know what that was 8 days ago. Are there picture limits with ChatGPT 4? Huh. I don't know, man. It was 6. It was 6 just yesterday. I'm telling you. It was 6 yesterday. I did 6. Unless it's 3 images as of right now. Nope, it says max images per day, 3. I don't know, man. I'm telling you, it was 6. It was 3, and then I did it the other day, and I've been getting 6. Now it's like 3 again. I don't know. This includes the ability to explore your creativity through image and video generation, up to 720 resolution and 10 seconds duration video. Learn more. Oh, so you can't get high resolution images. $720 isn't terrible. I mean, it's okay for a phone anyway, so. Oh, I still want to do this, but it's $20 a month, which means I would have to make sure I canceled it if I did it. And I don't trust me. I'm going to probably need more images. See the full trailer tomorrow. It's a trailer for a trailer? What the heck? Is that the same? Did they just show the same teaser trailer?
Superman.
Yeah, it's a trailer for a trailer, and they gave you 2 of them.
The family of an Ohio man who died in sheriff's custody is demanding action against the jail employees involved in his restraint. "25-year-old Christian Black was arrested and taken to the Montgomery County Jail on March 24th for an alleged incident involving a carjacking. Black appears agitated in the video and is seen repeatedly striking his head and body against a cell window. At least 10 correctional officers.
Well, this dude is nuts, man. It's like you're smashing your head on the window. Does that potentially has something to do with why you're suddenly unconscious. Anyway, so all right, I don't know what to do. Max images per day 3. Yeah. I'm gonna go see if I can try again. I don't think it's gonna let me, but we'll see. I think man, some of these are just so kind of cool. If only I can get them to, if I could just get a better perspective. Dang it. Let me try one more thing over here. Let's go to my image here. Ooh. What happens if I take my background eraser just erase all this? Dude, that is not big enough. Background eraser isn't even, oh, just how about just eraser? I think that's what I want. All right, that's what I needed. And the reason I'm doing it this way, instead of trying to clip it off, is because I know that it likes to have a little extra space when it rotates, so it doesn't. So I could put it on the same screen space, because it doesn't. When you cut off stuff, or when you try to change perspective, it tries to make it fit in your window. It's like it won't. It doesn't like. Doesn't nicely. So I'm hoping that if I take this off and give it some space to actually go, it won't. All right, well, hopefully that was good. All right, let's see if that's any better. So now we will once again try the perspective corrector. I don't know. I still think it might not do anything, but we're going to try. Still give me crappy image. Oh, it is true that let's actually bring this a little further over this way. AI doesn't get perspective done great. I mean, as you can see that this is going like this way, but the TV is kind of pointing towards you. So yeah, there's that. Oh, that doesn't do anything. That's still gross. So much for that theory. The theory that it just needed more space, all it did was move the space to the other side. Okay. Never mind. I can't get that to work. You're lame. I really want my stadium. I mean, some of these are not bad. I don't even know that I can... Is there any of these that even attempt to get decent... You know, honestly, the best one is this one. Actually, this one's not bad. It's got a lot of towers on it, though. All right, let's click on that one. Do a remix. I don't think it's going to let me because I'm pretty sure I'm out of images, but we'll try. Something like this, but just one side of the field. No. Ends. Is it gonna let me? Oh, it added it to queue. Nice. I wasn't sure it was going to let me. But it might. Now, this may not work, obviously. Because it's terrible with perspectives. It just doesn't... AI doesn't know how to do perspective. So if you tell it from the perspective of, it'll just go crap out. Because what I would like to do is if I can get a straight on view of the side, I might even just cut it and double it so I have a long one. And then I'll cut the field off and just make a long skinny image. And then I'll put that in and see if it'll wrap it around. That's my theory. That's my theory. Don't know if it'll work because I have no idea what I'm doing, but who knows? I might even like this one, I would use this and I would just take one side and then I would mirror it. I would do a mirror image on the opposite side and I would just put them next to it. That'd be perfect. But I need it to be a wrappable image, and this is not a wrappable image because it's bent. Now, truthfully, you know, a stadium is square, but I can't. Yeah, I don't know. I don't honestly expect this to do anything. I bet you it's still going to give me more images that are basically the same thing. Yeah, see, same thing. That's a nice straight line. Maybe this one could work. It is a nice straight line. If I could get that one to rotate, change the perspective. That one is actually not bad. Man, if I could just get that to, if I can get that perspective. All right, let's try downloading this. It at least doesn't have any wrapping stuff. But I'll see what that does. What is this? Sharing. Remix, download. Where's the download? Oh, there it is. All right, go back over here. Open with. I mean, if I could just change the perspective so it looks like I'm looking straight at it without breaking it completely. That's kind of the trick. Because some of these, you change the perspective and it just mangles the whole image. And the more of an angle it is, the worse it is for perspective change. And that's what I'm worried about. So let's try it again. It's basically the same image. It's not bad. And it did kind of sort of give me what I wanted. Now, yeah, and ideally I have a much nicer active image. But we all know that dreams don't always come true. All right, let's see what this does. See, it just mangles the lines. The lines all warp. Yeah, it gives me a straight on look, but it doesn't turn everything. It only turns some of it. Which is totally not what I want. I wonder what would happen if I just did the field. You know, like, do something like this. And now I think if I try to make it do this, I think it'll twist the entire screen will come up. In other words, it'll just warp it into crazy talk. No, it's not gonna work. Because if I do this, it's just gonna flip it up on its face, and that's not gonna be helpful. Some of these are so close. If I could just get them to, I really like this Fantasy Stadium. I ideally it'd be empty with nobody in the crowds, and then I can like add poly figures to it. See if it'll let me do one more. More like this, but no crowd and directly across, and the view should be directly across. The stands horizontally aligned. Not diagonal. Diagonal? Do I not know how to spell diagonal? That's not how you spell diagonal? God. I'm going to try and do it without the crowd. Because I'm thinking if I could do it without the crowd, maybe I can do the poly thing where you can put little characters inside and make it look like they're active. Maybe. I really am stretching. I get it. I'm asking for a lot, and I don't have any idea if I'm just talking out my butt. I don't know what you can actually do. I know what can be done with artistic talent, but I don't know what can be done with no artistic talent. So that's where things go downhill when you have to ask, bring in the no artistic talent folks. So it's like for me, I can appreciate good quality visuals, but I have no idea how they do this stuff. I wonder if you could do an image that way, like draw a sketch and then tell it, hey, I need this image turned into a fantasy style fantasy stadium style crowd. I don't know. You know, if you lay it out, maybe it'll draw it out. I don't know. I don't think it's that smart. Because this doesn't offer the opportunity to, this one doesn't even have upload options. At least not on this scene, maybe on the main. Spending a lot of time on this, but what can you do, man? It's kind of what the process is. You start doing artistic stuff and have no artistic talent, you kind of have to fumble your way through it. Oh, wow. Probably shouldn't sit that long after a run. Yeah. You know, they do say when you do stuff that's active, you should not sit that long, sit too long. Argly margly. Should probably stretch. I am. So sore. Yeah, I did stretch this morning when I was done, but you know, stiffen up when you're sitting on your tush all day. Ugh. So I'm going to go see Thunderbolts in an hour, actually. But I'll be done here in about 30 minutes. They took the stadium out, the fans out. But it did not change the perspective very well. This one's close to being the right perspective. It's mostly facing the right. This one faces the right way for this much. Should I build an image? I'm visualizing me build this image. I'm gonna try something. Let's just see if I have any talent at all. And we're gonna see what this does. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take, let's crop a piece of this image. We're gonna go over here. We're gonna cut this puppy in half, like right down the center, like that. And then, yeah. All right, sure, we'll try it. Okay. And then we will take my component, go Control C, Control V, and then we'll take the image, rotate, mirror, here we go, mirror, mirror horizontal. And then we'll image canvas size. And we'll just make it 2400. Wait, how come that? Wait, what is the size of my image? Oh, the image is, so I need 1024. So we're going to go 1454 by 1024. 1454 by 1024. $14.54 by 1024. Okay, so now we're going to take that guy and we'll put it that way. We'll take that guy, and we'll, what the heck? You're dumb. What? So my image on this one is not. All right, so I got to create a new canvas apparently. That is 1454 by 1024. Because apparently it's too stupid to know what I'm trying to do. So we got to go Control X, go here, Control V. And we're going to put you all the way to the left. I'm going to go here, and we got to go crop. Control X, and I'm going to take you and put you right there. Oops, did I not actually clip it? Oh, I don't think I actually clipped it. Dang it. I did Control X, and that doesn't do squat unless you actually do this first. Now I can go here, here, and drag this guy over here. Now, the only problem with this is all right, so I need to crop again. Oh, that didn't work. Nope, I need you to be fully connected. Why are they not done? This should be fully connected now. Okay, there we go. I'm going to take the whole thing and we're going to try to cut the field off because I don't need the field. Now the question is, how do I make it longer? That would be the next trick. I could try to stretch it. What would stretching it look like? I mean, and I'm afraid if I take the long image and it does it actually wrap it, or does it just run it down the side? Which would not quite be what I'm looking for. But let's go to the canvas. And let's increase the width by another, oh, I don't know. Let's go to 2048. I'm not exactly sure why it got taller. Wasn't it supposed to be 1024 already? I thought it was already 1024. Oh. Okay. Image. Canvas size. I guess it's 2048 by 770. That was weird. How did it get smaller? Oh, I cut the bottom off. That's right. And then I guess we try for a resize. No. How do I do this here? Oh, like that. I actually didn't do too bad. It's a little stretched, but doesn't look terrible. Now, is it big enough to be the center of a wrap? Actually, I think it needs to be bigger. Bigger proportionally speaking. I wish I could get more stadium. More stadium parts. I don't know how stretched this is going to get, but 2048 by 770. Adjust image canvas. And we're going to leave it at 770, except we're going to go to 4096. We're gonna double it. 4096. We're gonna take this guy and we're gonna stretch even further out. Let's see how distorted this gets. Oops, nope. What the heck? Huh? Oh, what did I do? All right, so let's. I have no idea what this is going to do. It's probably going to look weird as heck, but we're going to try it. So we're going to go File, Save. And then we're going to go Stadium, background. Oh, yeah. No, I want to change. That's got to be. It's got to be saved as a PNG. What is PNG? Okay. Stadium background, and it'll limit. It's just that it's because it's got limited. It can't be the whole thing here, but it's all right. I don't need it to be. All right, so let's take that and let's see what happens when I try to put it in here. And then we'll go here, here, turn it into this thing and a single. I'll apply. Now we're going to go here. Click. Go. Stadium. Okay, I don't know what, it looks weird, but it might be okay. It's probably because I'm tilting. I don't need to tilt anymore. So let's bring that back up to 0. Huh. And, kinda, sorta. It sort of, kind of, in a way, kind of, sort of works. I don't know. I don't know why it puts it on the floor though. How do I cut the bottom off? If I could cut the bottom off. The bottom of the cylinder is showing the image as well, as though it is pasted on both the wall and the floor. How do I only having it show on the wall? Now I definitely would have to, I have to increase the size of my diameter of this thing. So, or at least pull it forward some. Got to do some more wrappiness. feel like my Y needs to be bigger. Let's go 300. There we go. That's better. Huh, okay. I'm trying to get a little bit more proportional to the size of my field, so it looks kind of interesting. But if I can get the floor off and somehow curve it more, what happens if I... what if apply material to specific submeshes? Crowd wall material. Element 0, the curved wall. Can I do that? How do I do that? With your crowd texture, invisible cap material, plain color, or transparent material. Select your cylinder in the inspector under Mesh Renderer, Materials. Bottom cap. Element 1, bottom cap. Can I do invisible? I didn't do anything. Why does it appear on the bottom? I don't know why it's doing that. Remove end caps. Oh, that's even better. Let's remove end caps. This script will remove the bottom and optionally top faces from the cylinder. Yeah, no, that's what I want, man, 100%. I'm just going to say, don't even know if I need a boolean, but whatever. All right, so we're going to go cylinder, add component, new script, remove cylinder caps. Ugh. Ugly muggly. What did I do? The bad thing is I can't really mess with this in load form. question is, how do I get this thingamabobber to wrap correctly? I mean, we're kind of close, but I need it to wrap nicer. Is my football field not visible? Really kind of hard to see. I gotta go back in here. It's interesting that it kept something there. Normally it doesn't keep anything when you go, what the heck? What the heck? Oh, okay. I was looking at the back of my screen. So what I'm going to have to do is put one on both sides. I don't know how well that's going to work. I'm trying to figure out how I can... So now I got the bottom erased, which is good. I've got it fitting around the corners. That's good. Does this do anything? It doesn't do anything. I don't know what to expect from that. Neither one of those seem to do anything though. Doesn't change any of this. What does the capsule collider do on the cylinder? All right, so I got rid of the top and bottom caps. It looks good. It's a good background. I just don't have it wrapping enough. I'm thinking if I could stretch it and wrap it more. That's kind of what I'm hoping for. But I don't know how I can do it. It does kind of do what I thought it was going to do, though. It doesn't truly wrap it. It more just stretches it on the ends. It's kind of funky, but I don't know. Oh, so yeah, if you're using a cylinder, somebody can run into it. Okay, so that doesn't actually serve me any purpose. Oh, all right. Well, then let's remove it because that's just distractions. Okay, so I still need to figure out how to get a better wrap on this. It's not rotation. Position is up, down, side to side. That's not going to have any effect. I don't think it's going to matter to me. That brings it a little closer. That's good. Now, if I could just get it to rotate more, we'll go... Let's go 1500. I just want to see what this does. All right, so that's going to give me way back. Which means I might need to even go... Well, it wraps. It's not oblong. I think that's the problem. The problem is that it's not long. I don't know if this would change anything. Only slightly. Okay, so I kind of, sort of, in a way, have a field, but my stadium is terrible. But it's no worse than the one I had before. And this might be enough to at least give me some kind of perspective. So, I don't know, my viewport. So theoretically, my viewport should be able to see this. Which is, I don't even know where it is. My viewport is that guy. Oops. Right. Yeah, you can kind of see my stadium. It's I could probably get a little taller on my view positioning, but you can kind of see the stands and the part in the background. Well, that's kind of cool. I wish I could do more. Put some people out here, that kind of thing. Yeah, we're getting there. But I got to call it for now, guys. I got